Wanted to get both of you on this one, if I could. Just Tyler Seguin, with everything he's been through with his health, and I think he's pretty much bionic at this point, but just thoughts on what he's been able to do, and especially what he was able to do last night for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, for him to come back that early and, to be, that important in, not even just the series or that game, but the rest of the playoffs. He's been great for us. Basically, every game he's working and, doing his best. So for him to come back and, have a big game like that, that's huge for us. And, we're going to need him down the stretch to have a couple more of those.
Yeah, it's always great to see a guy come back from injury and perform like he is. Since I got here, he's always been in the gym, putting in the work, so it's nice to see it pay off for him.
Left side, front row, Leah.
Hey guys, for either of you, last night was not the first time in this playoff run that you've overcome a multi-goal deficit in the third and one regulation. Where does that kind of sense of calm and composure come from for this group, and how have you seen that in both of your times here?
I think that comes from the last couple of runs we've been on. I think we're a veteran team with a lot of experience, and I think that's where a lot of it comes from. Is in the room we're talking and keeping positive, and even though we didn't maybe bring our best game in the first two periods, we know that if we play our game, that you never know. So I think there's just a lot of belief in our room.
Left side, third row.
Hey, Mason, just curious, what was the intensity and physicality level like yesterday compared to the first two rounds? It definitely looked like it went up a notch or two.
Yeah, for sure. They've got some big guys over there, and they like to throw the body around, and we do too. So it's going to be a competitive series, and that was just the start of it, I'm pretty sure.
In the back, Ryan.
Question for both of you two. When you look at what Dallas has done to kind of be this haven for Fens, what do you think it is about a place like this where guys come here, whether they're from Finland or wherever, they just sit here, they come here, and they're like, yo, we feel comfortable. So what do you think it is about this place where it's like Finnish players come here, and not only do they thrive, but they just seem like this is a place they enjoy being?
I think it helps that there's a number of them on our team, so they can hang out together, feel comfortable, speak their native language, and I think, just having that many of them here just helps them all feel that much more comfortable and perform at their best.
Right side, front row, Mike.
Hey, Cody. You went to the Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals with this group last year. What's it like playing against them, and is it weird?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just the start of last game felt really weird to be on the other side of things. Kind of settled in as the game went on, but definitely feels weird to play your former team.
Left side, second row, Robert.
Sort of on that same note, Cody, going down 3-1 against a team like that, does it help a little bit, especially in that second intermission, knowing a lot about that team and having been there, being able to kind of stay on message like you guys were talking about last night, that no, we're still in this?
Yeah, I think, like Mush touched on earlier, having a veteran group, going through the highs and lows in playoffs, you've kind of experienced it before. It's still in reach, and then the power play stepped up big time and got some goals for us. So we didn't play our best game for those first two periods, and we ended up with the result, but I think there's a lot to clean up for us.
Right side, fourth row.
Yeah, question for both of you guys. Just the importance of taking advantage of the opportunities on special teams when they're presented, especially when you have a 2-goal deficit entering the third. PK Subban last night kind of mentioned that it's an easy way to trim the deficit. Curious how you two view the power play opportunities and a chance to trim the deficit quickly.
Yeah, I mean, you really don't get too many power plays in the playoffs, so especially when you get them in those key times, you got to really take advantage of them. It's almost like you got to be kind of a dog in those situations. You got to just get it done, kind of thing. So, luckily we did last night, and helped us win. But those, even the penalty kills, they're huge. You get a big penalty kill, you get a big power play goal. It changes the momentum of games, and luckily we got that last night.
Right side, second row, Mark.
Mason, you're 3 wins from the Stanley Cup final right now. Is it a challenge not to let your mind wander to that possibility and stay in the moment, or is it a good thing to let your mind go there?
No, my mind's definitely not there. You know, like I've said, we've been in this situation multiple times in the last couple of years, and you know, I think the best way to go about it is just one game at a time, and just keep trying to get better and keep trying to like learn their systems and be more comfortable playing against those guys. So, you know, they're a great team, and we're gonna have to really dial it in.
Left side, third row.
Hey, Cody, I'm sure it's pretty nice to see Connor McDavid skating the direction that you want when you're on his side, but you're never going to stop a guy like that. But what's the key to slowing him down? Is it gap? Is it back pressure from forwards? What's the main thing to try to slow him down?
Yeah, you need a little bit of both of those things. Gap obviously is tough when he's coming that fast. We talked about it a little bit today, just limiting the turnovers, and he gets his speed in transition. So the more we can do that, the better we can try and manage his speed.
We'll take one more, second row on the left, Robert.
Mason, I'm just curious, looking at the power play, you guys are so deep in so many ways, and you look at what you might call a second power play unit. I don't even know if you guys think of it that way. You have Miro Heiskanen, Jason Robertson, Tyler Seguin, Mikael Granlund, and yourself on it. Do you even feel like there's a first unit and second unit right now, or when you're going this well, does it really feel like it could be either of you any night?
I just think it's almost like a next man up kind of thing. You know, both of our units are you know, full of skill and, you know, definitely capable of getting the job done. So you know, I think you know, for the coaching staff, just have belief in both groups, and the players have, you know, belief that, you know, both groups can get the job done. I think, you know, that's probably the biggest thing.